Discover the secrets of Rosie Rabbit's Garden of Love.
In the heart of the lush countryside, nestled between rolling hills and whispering forests,
There lay a quaint little garden known as Rosie Rabbit's Garden of Love.
Rosie Rabbit, a gentle and compassionate soul, tended to her garden with unwavering devotion.
Her garden was not just a collection of plants. It was a sanctuary of kindness, where love bloomed in every corner. Rosie's passion for gardening stemmed from her desire to spread joy and happiness to all creatures, big and small.
She believed that the key to a bountiful garden was not just the seeds she sowed, but the love and care she nurtured them with. And so, each morning, Rosie would rise with the sun, her paws covered in soil, ready to tend to her beloved garden. The garden itself was a spectacle of colors and fragrances, a testament to Rosie's dedication and green thumb. Rows of sunflowers stretched towards the sky, their golden faces turning towards the sun in silent adoration.
Patches of vibrant wildflowers carpeted the ground, their petals dancing in the gentle breeze. And at the heart of it all stood Rosie's pride and joy, majestic weeping willow,
its branches swaying like graceful dancers in a symphony of life. One sunny morning, as Rosie hummed a tune while watering her vibrant array of flowers, she heard a faint rustling nearby.
Curious, she followed the sound and stumbled upon a shy little mouse named Milo, who had lost his way in the vast expanse of the countryside.
Milo, with his soft fur and timid eyes, looked up at Rosie with a mixture of fear and longing. Rosie, sensing his distress, knelt down beside him, her eyes filled with warmth and compassion.
"Are you lost, little one?"
she asked, her voice as gentle as a summer breeze. Milo nodded shyly, his whiskers twitching with uncertainty.
"I was trying to find my way home," he stammered, his voice barely above a whisper.
With a warm smile, Rosie extended a paw towards Milo, offering him a place of refuge in her garden.
"You're welcome to stay here until you find your way home," she said kindly. "My garden is a safe haven for all creatures, big and small."
Milo, touched by Rosie's kindness, felt a weight lift off his shoulders. He followed her into the garden, his heart swelling with gratitude.
As he took in the sight of the blooming flowers and towering trees, Milo knew that he had found a friend in Rosie Rabbit.
Days turned into weeks, and Milo soon became Rosie's faithful companion,
helping her tend to the garden and sharing tales of his adventures in the wilderness.
Together, they planted seeds of kindness and compassion, nurturing them with love and care.
And in Rosie Rabbit's Garden of Love, friendship flourished like never before, filling the air with laughter and joy. As the sun dipped below the horizon, casting a golden glow over the garden, Rosie and Milo sat side by side beneath the weeping willow,
their hearts full of gratitude for the bond they had forged. And as the stars twinkled overhead, they knew that their friendship would endure
for a lifetime, a beacon of light in a world filled with darkness.
One fateful day, as Rosie tended to her garden, she noticed a delicate bud struggling to bloom amidst a tangle of vines. With gentle hands, she carefully untangled the vines, allowing the bud to unfurl into a beautiful rose.
Overjoyed by the sight, Rosie named the rose Love's Blossom,
for it symbolized the power of love to overcome adversity and flourish against all odds. As Love's blossom bloomed in the heart of the garden, its fragrance attracted creatures from far and wide, drawn to its enchanting beauty.
Among the visitors was a bashful bunny named Benny, who had heard tales of Rosie Rabbit's Garden of Love and longed to see its wonders for himself.
Penny, with his floppy ears and nervous twitch, approached the garden with cautious steps, his heart pounding with anticipation.
He had always been shy around strangers, but something about Rosie's garden called out to him, beckoning him to explore its mysteries. As Benny entered the garden, he was greeted by the sight of Love's blossom in full bloom, its petals glistening in the sunlight like drops of morning dew. Mesmerized by its beauty, Benny felt a warmth spread through his chest, a feeling he had never experienced before. Rosie, noticing Benny's awestruck expression, approached him with a gentle smile. "Welcome to my garden, dear bunny," she said, her voice soft and soothing.
"I am Rosie Rabbit, and this is Love's Blossom, the heart of my sanctuary." Benny, taken aback by Rosie's kindness, stuttered his thanks, his cheeks flushing with embarrassment.
But Rosie only laughed gently, her laughter like music to Benny's ears. "There's no need to be shy, Benny," she reassured him. My garden is a place of love and acceptance, where all are welcome. Encouraged by Rosie's words, Benny began to explore the garden, his eyes widening with wonder at every turn.
He marveled at the kaleidoscope of colors and scents that surrounded him, feeling as though he had stepped into a fairy tale.
As Benny wandered through the garden, he felt a sense of peace wash over him, a feeling of belonging that he had never known before. And as he stood before love's blossom, he felt his fears melt away, replaced by a sense of awe and reverence.
In that moment, Benny realized that he had found not just a garden, but a homelier place where love knew no bounds and acceptance reigned supreme.
And as he watched love's blossom sway in the gentle breeze, Benny knew that he had found his own place in Rosie Rabbit's garden of love.
Days turned into weeks, and Benny soon became a beloved member of Rosie's garden, his laughter ringing out like chimes in the wind. Together, Rosie, Milo, and Benny tended to the garden, their friendship blossoming like the flowers around them.
And as love's blossom continued to bloom, its fragrance filling the air with love and joy,
Benny knew that he had found a family in Rosie Rabbit's garden of love.
As seasons changed and time marched on, Rosie Rabbit's garden of love continued to thrive, its beauty enduring for generations to come.
Rosie and Milo, now older and wiser, watched with pride as new buds bloomed and new friendships blossomed in the garden they had nurtured with so much love and care.
Though Rosie and Milo were no longer as sprightly as they once were, their spirits remained as vibrant as ever, their hearts filled with the memories of a lifetime spent in the company of friends. And as they gazed upon love's blossom, now a towering rose bush, they knew that their legacy would live on long after they were gone.
The garden had become a haven for creatures of all shapes and sizes,
each finding solace and companionship amidst blooming flowers and swaying trees. From the smallest insects to the largest mammals, all were welcomed with open arms in Rosie Rabbit's garden of love.
One sunny afternoon, as Rosie sat beneath the weeping willow, basking in the warmth of the sun, she heard the sound of approaching footsteps.
Turning her head, she saw a group of young rabbits bounding towards her, their eyes shining with excitement.
"Rosie, Rosie,"
they cried, their voices filled with laughter. "We've heard tales of your garden, and we couldn't resist coming to see it for ourselves." Rosie smiled warmly at the young rabbits, her heart swelling with pride. "Welcome, little ones," she said, gesturing towards the garden.
"I'm delighted to share my sanctuary with you."
As the young rabbits explored the garden, their laughter echoing through the air, Rosie felt a sense of fulfillment wash over her. She knew that her garden had become more than just a collection of plants. It was a symbol of love and unity, a testament to the power of friendship to overcome any obstacle. As the sun began to set, casting a golden glow over the garden, Rosie gathered her friends beneath the weeping willow for one final gathering.
Around them, fireflies danced in the twilight, their flickering lights a testament to the magic of Rosie Rabbit's garden of love.
"My dear friends," Rosie began, her voice soft but steady, "as I look upon this garden, I am filled with gratitude for the love and joy you have brought into my life.
Together, we have created something truly special, a place where kindness reigns supreme and friendship knows no bounds." Her words were met with nods of agreement and smiles of affection from her friends,
for they knew that Rosie Rabbit's garden of love was more than just a garden. It was a legacy of love and compassion that would endure for generations to come.
As the stars began to twinkle overhead, Rosie and her friends joined paws in a circle, their hearts overflowing with love and gratitude.
And as they made a solemn vow to cherish their friendship always, a shooting star streaked across the sky, illuminating the garden in a shower of light.
In that moment, Rosie knew that her garden would live on forever in the hearts of those who had been touched by its magic,
and in the memories of the love that had blossomed within its walls. And as she closed her eyes, surrounded by the warmth of her friends, Rosie Rabbit's garden of love shone brighter than ever before, a beacon of hope and happiness in a world that sorely needed it.